this is a Thomas test. It is a muscle length test for iliopsoas and rectus femoris. We're gonna start by having the patient seated at the edge of the table. So we'll have you lay down on your back. Back. We're gonna test the right side first. So what I like to do is I'll place my hand under the lordosis of the lumbar spine and just bring the knees or the hips into enough flexion where you get a bit of posterior tilting of the pelvis, and I feel the lordosis of the lumbar spine flatten into my hand. So that's going to be our standardized test position. Go ahead and grab behind your left knee, just like that. And then, as we said, we're going to test iliopsoas and also rectus femoris. So when we're testing iliopsoas, in order to make sure that the rectus femoris isn't limiting hip extension, make sure that the knee is extended. And for this to be considered negative, you want the thigh to fall below horizontal. So in other words, anything horizontal and above would be considered positive for iliopsoas, adaptive shortening or decreased tissue extensibility. So we're still going to spring against the barrier. It should be a muscular springy end feel typically. So this would of course be negative. Then with the thigh in this close to parallel position, now I'm going to shift my focus to rectus femoris by flexing the knee. Same thing, you should feel an increase in tissue tension as you flex the knee and elongate rectus femoris. This also should be a springy or muscular end feel. And what you'd like to see is the knee flex past 90 degrees. Different variations on what's considered positive or negative with Thomas test. I like to see the knee flex past 90. So in other words, 90 degrees or less would be positive for rectus femoris adaptive shortening or tightness.